Today, let us quickly revise synthesis of sentences. Based on their structure, sentences can be simple or compound or complex. Now, synthesis of sentences refers to the combination of simple sentences to form a new sentence, and this new sentence can be a simple sentence or a complex sentence or a compound sentence. So, let us get started. We have two simple sentences here. Arjun works hard. Arjun wants to pass the test. Now, if we want to join both these sentences and form a new simple sentence, how will we do that? We will write, Arjun works hard to pass the test. So, what are we actually doing here? Now, both our original sentences are formed of one clause each. Now, this clause is a main clause having a finite verb, works and wants. Now, to pass is a verb, but it is not a finite verb. So, when we join both these sentences, what have we done? We have kept this part as it is, Arjun works hard, and we have omitted this finite verb, wants, and we have got our simple sentence, Arjun works hard to pass the test. Now, if we want to join both these simple sentences to form a new compound sentence, how will we write? We will write it as Arjun works hard for he wants to pass the test. Now, what have we done in this case? In this case, we have joined both the independent clauses. Arjun works hard, Arjun wants to pass the test with the coordinating conjunction for. And why have we done that? Now, when you read both these sentences, you realize that there is a cause and effect that has been implied in both the sentences or the clauses. So, we have used the conjunction for. Always remember that since we have joined two clauses with the coordinating conjunction, we have to put a comma to separate them. You will note that this compound sentence has two finite verbs, works and wants. Now, you could have also written a compound sentence as Arjun wants to pass the test, so he works hard. Now, this compound sentence will also have two finite verbs, wants and works. Now, if you want to join both these simple sentences to form a new complex sentence, how will we write the complex sentence? We will write it as Arjun works hard because he wants to pass the test. So, what have we actually done here? In this sentence, we have kept the first clause as it is, Arjun works hard. This is our main clause. And the second clause, Arjun wants to pass the test, has been changed to a subordinate clause by using the conjunction because. So, our subordinate clause becomes because he wants to pass the test. Now, this complex sentence also has two finite verbs. Let us see, works and wants. Now, let us see another example. Dr. Amartya Sen is a great author and economist. He also won the Nobel Prize for Economics. Now, if we want to join both these simple sentences and form a completely new simple sentence, how will we write that simple sentence? We will write it as Dr. Amartya Sen, a great author and economist, also won the Nobel Prize for Economics. So, what have we done in this case? In this case, we have removed the finite verb is from the first clause to make this a noun phrase in apposition. It is actually referring to the subject Dr. Amartya Sen, and the rest of the sentence, he also won the Nobel Prize for Economics. Is as it is, we have just removed the he here and we have a simple sentence, Dr. Amartya Sen, a great author and economist, also won the Nobel Prize for Economics. So, we have one finite verb in this new simple sentence, and which is that? 1. Now to join the two simple sentences and form a new compound sentence, we will write, Dr. Amartya Sen is a great author and economist, and he also won the Nobel Prize for Economics. So what have we done here? We have joined both these clauses with the coordinating conjunction, and because both these clauses give us a related idea, and we have put a comma separating the clauses. Now, how will we form a complex sentence by joining these two simple sentences? We will write, Dr. Amartya Sen is a great author and economist who also won the Nobel Prize for Economics. Now, in this case, what have we done? We have kept the first clause as it is. Dr. Amartya Sen is a great author and economist. And the second main clause or the sentence, he also won the Nobel Prize for Economics, has been changed to a subordinate clause. Who also won the Nobel Prize for Economics, with the help of a relative pronoun who, and this subordinate clause is describing Dr. Amartya Sen. So, this is an adjective clause. So, what do we see? We see that the same two simple sentences can be joined in various ways. We can form a new simple sentence or a new compound sentence or a new complex sentence. Having said that, remember that it is not possible with every sentence. Now, let us quickly do some exercises. Join the following simple sentences to form a simple sentence. Grandfather opened the chest. He took out an old map. Now, both these simple sentences have to be joined. So, we are essentially joining two independent or main clauses. Now, let us first identify the verbs in them. Grandfather opened the chest, so opened. He took out an old map, so took. These are our finite verbs. Now, we have to join the two sentences to form a simple sentence, and we will write, opening the chest, grandfather took out an old map. So, what have we done here? We have changed one finite verb, opened, to its participle form by joining. We can also write it as, grandfather opened the chest to take out an old map. In this case, what have we done? In this case, we have changed our second finite verb to its infinitive form so that the new sentence has only one finite verb, opened. Join the following simple sentences to form a compound sentence. Jack is a worker in the factory. He is the leader of the union. Now, there are two independent or main clauses here, and each main clause has a finite verb, is. Now, how will we join both these independent clauses to form a compound sentence? We will write, Jack is a worker in the factory and the leader of the union. Now, both these independent clauses give a related idea. So, we have joined them with the coordinating conjunction, and you can also write the compound sentence as, Jack is both a worker in the factory and the leader of the union. What have we done here? In this case, we have used the conjunction both and. This is a correlative conjunction to join both the independent clauses. We can also join it as, Jack is not only a worker in the factory but also the leader of the union. In this case, we have used another correlative conjunction, not only but also. In each of these compound sentences, there are two finite verbs and there are two independent clauses. Now, you will note that in both the original sentences or the independent clauses, the subject is same, Jack, and he is referring to Jack. So, now when we have formed the compound sentences, we have written Jack is only once because it is common to both the clauses, and this way our sentences have become more crisp. Join the following simple sentences to form a complex sentence. Is there life on Mars? Scientists do not have definite proof. So there are two simple sentences. Essentially, there are two independent clauses, and the clauses have a finite verb each, is and do not have. So when we join them to form a complex sentence, how will we write it? Scientists do not have definite proof whether there is life on Mars. So what have we done here? This second clause, scientists do not have definite proof, has been retained as our independent clause, and the first clause, is there life on Mars, has been changed to a subordinate clause, whether there is life on Mars, with the help of the conjunction whether. So we have a complex sentence. Scientists do not have definite proof whether there is life on Mars, has two finite verbs, do not have and is. So now that we have done synthesis of sentences in great detail and we have also revised them today, I hope that you are not facing any problem while doing the exercises. If you are, then have a look at the videos again and I hope they become clearer to you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com or download the DeltaStep app to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You can also win amazing prizes like PlayStation, iPad, watches and many more along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So learning at DeltaStep is not just fun and easy, it is also rewarding. So register for free now.